Hello guys, today we will see pancreas and specifically insulin hormone, how exactly it synthesizes and it functions to lower your blood glucose concentration. Okay, so let's assume this is your pancreas. Sorry guys, my diagram is not so much nice, still you can assume. Okay, this is pancreas. Pancreas is a heterocrine type of gland. Heterocrine type of gland means they have two types of tissues. One, exocrine type of tissues. Second is a endocrine producing tissues. Okay, if we will see, this is middle part, a leaf like structure. This is your exocrine type of tissues, which are 99%. Okay, and surrounding there are cluster of cells, okay, which are scattered in cytoplasm of your pancreas. These are endocrine type of cells. Okay, these endocrine type of cells are called islets of Langerhans. There are many types of islets of Langerhans cells: alpha, beta, gamma, P, and more than. But significantly, there are two types of these islets of Langerhans, which are alpha and beta cells. Okay, these alpha cells are responsible to secrete glucagon hormone. Okay, and these beta cells are responsible to produce your insulin hormone. Okay, so before going in detail, one thing we should know: the average blood glucose concentration in our blood. What is that? It is 80 to 120 mg per dl. Okay guys, so whenever there is glucose concentration less than your 80, that condition becomes a hypoglycemic. Hypoglycemic means less blood glucose concentration. Okay, and when there is more glucose concentration more than 120 mg per dl, that situation becomes hyperglycemic. Guys, our body system is very smart. Okay, whenever this situation occurs in our body, it try to maintain that situation to normal. That means when there is high glucose concentration or low glucose concentration, our body try to maintain blood glucose concentration up to this 80 to 120 mg. Okay, because of this they stimulate different types of cells. Okay, so when the situation becomes hypoglycemic in our body stimulate your alpha cell to release glucagon hormone. Okay, and when our body condition becomes hyperglycemic, our body stimulate your beta cells to release this insulin hormone. Okay guys, so before this I will tell you, I have explained insulin synthesis in a one lecture I have uploaded already. You can go through it, but still I will explain you in short how exactly insulin synthesize in our body after hyperglycemic condition. Okay, so guys, as we know, beta cells, what they release? Insulin. Okay, so obviously we have to magnify your beta cell. Let's suppose this is your beta cell. What beta cells have? Beta cells have transporter GLUT2. They have transporter potassium channels. which are remain always open, which always release your calcium out of beta cells. Okay, next there is calcium channel which is closed. Okay, what next? There is mitochondria, there is vesicles. These vesicles, what they contain? They contain insulin, C peptide and amylin. Okay, so now suppose, consider this is your blood circulation. Okay guys, this is your blood circulation. In that there is high glucose concentration. Okay, now how exactly this insulin synthesized? These GLUT2 transporters are concentration dependent. That means when there is high glucose outside your blood, it will directly transport inside beta cell. Okay, suppose this glucose has been transported in your beta cell, then what happen next? This glucose go through glucose 6 phosphate. It converted into this glucose 6 phosphate. Now next, this glucose 6 phosphate, guys, it go through glycolysis. I am explaining in short. Okay, glycolysis, then from glycolysis to TCA cycle, then from TCA to electron transport chain, and because of this electron transport chain, what it releases? It releases ATP. So what is the significance of this step? Okay, what is the significance of production of ATP? So when there is this potassium channel opens, okay, this always remains open. When there is high production of ATP, this ATP come and binds to this potassium channel. Okay, when it binds to your potassium channel, it closes your this potassium channel, and because of this potassium's ion remain inside only. Okay, because of this, what happened? Internal environment become highly positively polarized. Okay, highly positively polarized, and this positive polarization condition, it stimulate what? It stimulate your calcium channel. Okay, so because of this stimulation, your calcium channel, what? It opens out. When it opens out, obviously this calcium come inside, more calciums come inside. Okay, so guys, I will explain you. When there is high glucose concentration, this glucose come inside directly because of the concentration dependent channel GLUT2. This glucose go through glycolysis TCA and produce a ATP. If there is more glucose coming inside, more ATP will produce. If more ATP will produce, it will binds to and close your potassium channel. Okay, when there is closing of your potassium channel, it increases the internal environment positive polarization. Because of this positive polarization, it opens calcium channel, and because of the high concentration of calcium inside the beta cell, what happens next? Okay, I will tell you. It stimulate the synaptic protein. What is synaptic protein? The synaptic proteins are on vesicles plus your beta cell membrane. When this synaptic proteins activated, what it do? It fuses with each other, and because of this fusion, what happens, guys? You can say it opens your vesicle. Okay, and because of this open, it obviously it directly releases your material of vesicle outside beta cell. That means in blood circulation. So obviously this insulin releases inside your blood circulation. Okay guys, with this insulin, it also releases C peptide and amylin. Amylin have significant role in diabetes too. I will I will later explain you this. Okay. And what the significance of C peptide? Because of this C peptide, we can monitor the insulin level of any patient, exactly how many insulin concentration is there. Okay, because C peptide can be measured directly, okay, instead of insulin. So if we will measure your C peptide level, automatically we can monitor your insulin level. Okay. Next, now insulin. Now what is the condition? This is your circulation. Now because of this high glucose, insulin has been released. Okay, now condition is what? Insulin is released inside your blood. Okay, so what will happen next? So this is your suppose liver. Sorry, I will draw you right away. This is our liver. Okay, liver have GLUT2 transporter, tyrosine kinase receptor. Okay, so when there is high insulin concentration, it comes and interact with your tyrosine kinase receptor. Because of this joining, this tyrosine receptors becomes autophosphorylated and it activates a important mediator, secondary messenger we can say. This is PI3K and AKT. AKT is protein kinase B enzyme. It activates this very important enzyme set. Okay, who activate? When this insulin come and binds to this tyrosine kinase receptor, it activates your protein kinase plus AKT enzymes. Okay, so what happened next? What happened to this activation? See, as this GLUT2 transporter are concentration dependent, if there is high glucose, this glucose will directly travel to this liver. Okay, what happens? This glucose is directly converted to glycogen. How? This PKI AKT channel, this enzyme, it enhances this process, glucose to glycogen. How? Because this enzyme stimulate or activate glycogen synthase enzyme. This glycogen synthase enzyme is important to release to convert glucose to glycogen. Okay, so first thing, this insulin what enhance? It enhance glucose to glycogen. Okay, next, this glucose also converted into ATP, energy production. Second, energy production via glycolysis and TCA and electron transport chain. Okay, so this PI3K AKT set, it enhance this processes, glycolysis, TCA and ETC. Okay, so in short we can say, when there is high glucose concentration, it releases insulin and insulin come and activate this tyrosine kinase receptor, which activate your secondary messenger enzymes, a PI3K AKT, which stimulate glycogen synthase enzyme. Because of this, highly more glucose is converted into glycogen. It means, what is the significance of this step? Obviously, if there is more glucose, when it converted into glycogen, it organized your glucose, so obviously it brings down your glucose concentration. Okay, and obviously if this glucose is converting into ATP, it will use it will help liver to use energy. Okay, in this way it uses your glucose, okay, to lower down. Next I will see how insulin work in muscle cells. Let's suppose this is your muscle cell. Okay, this is your muscle cell. Muscle cells have GLUT4 transporters, tyrosine kinase receptors. Okay, suppose again when there is high glucose concentration, insulin is released inside your blood circulation. Okay, so this insulin come and binds to this tyrosine kinase receptor. It activate your tyrosine kinase receptor, and this tyrosine kinase receptor activate your very important secondary messenger enzyme PI3K and AKT set. Okay, now what happens to this? After stimulation of this enzyme, what this do? It first stimulate this transporter. Because of this stimulation, after only this stimulation, this glucose come inside only. Okay, so this enzyme allow GLUT4 transporter to allow glucose to come inside muscle cells. Okay, so first thing, it allow uptake of glucose inside muscle cell, right, inside your muscle cells. Second thing, when glucose come inside, it converted to glycogen. That means glycogen synthesis. It helps in glycogen synthesis. Okay, so 2 points clear. It allow glucose to come inside. Okay, then only that glucose convert into glycogen. Okay, second thing, this glucose also produces ATP. Third, ATP production. You can see guys, this insulin have many ideas to lower your glucose, to bring down. Okay, so after this ATP production, this muscles have one more channel, which is amino acid channel. Okay, so what is the significance of this channel? When we eat any food, obviously there is high glucose concentration plus amino acid concentration also. So this amino acid, when this insulin activate this secondary messenger enzymes PI3K AKT set, it activates this channel also. Okay, amino acid channel. After activation of this amino acid channel, it allow your amino acids to come inside your muscle cells, and after it come inside, it converted into proteins, protein peptide chain. That means the process is protein synthesis. We can also say this allow a protein synthesis also. So see, you can see guys how this insulin utilizes your glucose in many different ways to lower your glucose concentration. Obviously if glucose will use in this processes, obviously this will lower your glucose concentration. Okay, now yet glucose has not stopped. So we can later see what it do with your adipose tissue. Let's suppose this is your adipose tissues. Okay. In adipose tissue there is also GLUT4 transporters, and this is your receptor tyrosine kinase. When insulin come, it activate your important messenger EI3K-AKT complex enzyme. First thing what happened, it activate your transporter GLUT4. After this high glucose will allow inside your adipose tissues. Okay, now glucose has come inside. Then what is first role, this glucose is converted to glycerol. This allow via this set PI3K-AKT complex. This enhance this glycerol production. Okay guys. Second thing, before that I have missed, this glucose first split into two, glycerol 3 phosphate 3 carbon compound and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Okay, it splits into 3 because this is 6 carbon. When it splits, it become 3 carbon compounds 2. Okay, this is glyceride 3 phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. This dihydroxyacetone phosphate is converted into glycerol, and this glyceride 3 phosphate is converted to acetyl CoA, and this acetyl CoA is converted to fatty acids. Okay, now later this glycerol and fatty acid, they combine, and what they form triacyl glycerol. This process is lipogenesis. In this way also glucose is utilized, okay, to store in adipose tissues in the triacyl glycerol form. Okay, so in adipose tissue what insulin do, it enhance first uptake of glucose. How? After stimulating your transporter GLUT4. Okay, second thing, enhance lipogenesis. Okay guys, so in this way this insulin regulate your high glucose concentration to lower it. Okay, thank you guys.